Hello friends, in this video tutorial I am going to talk about the ecosystem and the water flow and the oxygen availability of the freshwater ecosystem, which is not stagnant, that means which is running. Now we will be talking about the ecosystem of river. Now in this ecosystem of river, in any kind of ecosystem, three things matters a lot. And what are those three things? Let me take a color. Now what are those three things? The first thing that we are going to talk about is dissolved oxygen. Sorry, dissolved oxygen is a very important criteria. Second thing is the pH, which is really important. And the third thing is the amount of carbon dioxide in the environment. That's also important because this amount of carbon dioxide denotes the pH. And the fourth thing is the nutrient source. So these are the important things which are important in or sustaining an environment, right? So if we're talking about the river ecosystem, now this river ecosystem is differing from the normal stagnant freshwater ecosystem than that of like that of the lakes, because in lake there are the water is stagnant, but in river ecosystem the water is flowing all the time, so there are less room for microorganisms to stay hold on to it and eat something at that position. So they need to develop strategies to overcome those currents to stay in this river ecosystem. So let us first begin with the oxygen. So let's first begin with here. So here we are having the oxygen. Now oxygen is a very important source, as we have discussed earlier. Now this oxygen will be uptaken. The oxygen will be uptaken by organic materials like bacteria, protozoa, and all the other type of microorganisms. So that will be taken by organic matters. Okay, and right after uptaking of this oxygen, the organic matter will deplete the oxygen in this particular environment. As a result of the oxygen uptake by the organic matters, the oxygen level is falling, and as a result of this oxygen consumption, the whole environment turn into which is called an anoxic environment. So the environment turned into anoxic environment. Okay, so this is a very important assumption in this place. Okay, so anoxic environment is being created. Now this anoxic environment is oxidation dependent conditions. So in this particular step, what is start to form is other type of organisms which are called algae. Most of the time those are algae who start to uptake these organic matters, or all the organic matters who dissolved all the oxygen, like microorganisms. So those algae and cyanobacteria will come. So those are the important organisms now. So algae and cyanobacteria, these are the members which will come and uptake the organic matters. And right after uptaking of those organic matters, what they're trying to do, they are trying to minimize the effect onto the anoxic environment, and they survive this anoxic environment due to some extent. And right after consumption of this organic matter and few amount of oxygen too, they develop a very stable environment. They develop an environment where all the members are algae and cyanobacteria, which is called algal bloom. Now right after the production of algal bloom, they start to secrete all those organic matters again, which are called the dissolved organic matters, and they start to produce oxygen again, because there are cyanobacteria, and we know the cyanobacteria are having all those chlorophylls, so they can take the sunlight, they can take the energy as sunlight, and also they can take the nutrient as a source, and they and with the help of water, with the nutrient source, this is the nutrient, so they can utilize all these things to finally produce food, and with the help of photosynthesis. And not only they will produce food, but they also produce the oxygen gas, and with the help of the oxygen, other microorganisms start to grow again. So it's a circle process which is going on inside the river all the time. Oxygen came in, organic matters, organic materials will uptake the oxygen, which will normal situations where oxygen is there, organic materials start to take them. As a result, the BOD will increase, and right after the organic matter oxygen consumption, the environment turns anoxic. Now in those situations, to fight with this anoxic environment, there are algae and cyanobacteria which will come in and uptake the organic matter, and they also uptake the sunlight or energy. So this is the energy source, and they will also uptake the nutrient, and all this together with the help of photosynthesis, they will produce food and they will release the oxygen, and all the other organisms will uptake the oxygen, and whole process will run again. So this is all about production, uptake, and restore. So this is the system of river. And another important thing in this river is always flowing. That means from one region the flow direction is continuously going on. So bacteria or microorganisms, whatever, needs to stay at this place. Either you have to attach with the ground level chambers, or ground level sediments as biofilms, or they need to have support to hold on for their living purpose, or otherwise they will be swept away from one place to another place. So they need to be much more versatile by of controlling their needs and also controlling their biochemical pathways. That's it, and I hope it will help you. Thank you.